Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back again to the Star Ladder I-League Star Series Season 3. We're going to be taking a look at the EU Qualifiers final game of the day. Liquid facing off against Alliance. The perennial classic, one of the more looked forward to matches whenever it ends up happening. I'm Lyrical, joined as well by Lacoste. Sir, how are you doing? We saw Liquid kind of stomp the yard a little bit with Alliance in the last game. Are you thinking we're going to see something different here?
At the moment, I think Liquid is showing a really strong performance. I don't know if Alliance can keep up with that. I hope they can for the sake of all of us. We see Fish being picked up by Team Liquid. GH, just a monster on that hero. Those 2-3 men crushes, just turning the fights around for them. As it goes for bans, Liquid just banning that Luna. They know Loda loves to play it, and they just insta ban it. Same goes for Lone Druid. That hero is either banned, and if it's picked, it's on the winning side. So that's how strong that hero is.
Yeah, it's hard to deal with that guy, and harder still to deal with him if he would have had something like the Slardar to back him up. But obviously, if you end up giving away the Lone Druid, you get the Slardar yourself, but not a trade that Alliance are willing to take. Instead, they're going to go for that Dazzle Ember Spirit combination. Ember Spirit, to me, is feeling like one of those other heroes that can just really take over a game in a way that few others can. But Liquid are going to answer with the Disruptor. Do you think this is a good response to the Ember?
Yeah, it is. I was surprised that the Dota Pit, they didn't seem to have an answer for that Ember Spirit, even though in the later stage of the tournament, the hero was picked in the first it was a first pick hero overall, I think, and no one was picking up a Disruptor. That hero just shuts down the Ember, but they still have a Dazzle. Maybe Alliance will ban out an X. Okay, they won't. Team Liquid likes to go for X if enemy team has Dazzle, which is a counter, you can say.
Yeah, definitely. If not in like the early laning stage, once you get into that slightly later stages of the game. But well, also going to be banning out the Naga Siren. It does still leave open the Alchemist, but Alliance are going to run the Pudge. We have seen some safe lane Ember from time to time. I don't know if it's really a Loda hero or not, but Pudge is well taken. Do you think this is... Do you like this answer for maybe the Disruptor?
Pudge answer for Disruptor?
Yeah. Pulling people out and away from that whole combo.
Yeah, it can work, and the Pudge can pull the creeps on the offlane, so your offlane will have a really good time. There's a Batrider. Interesting pick. We were saying how Batrider is out of meta, and I think we saw him every single game.
Yeah, right.
Besides last one, yeah. Well, sometimes we're wrong as well, people. We can't predict 100%.
You know, I will mention that this lineup, that Team Liquid has run this, I think, 2 other times in their qualifiers, where it's a Slardar and Batrider dual aggressive offlane, and it is so hard to deal with because you really are just going to be able to dive them almost continuously. And if you get 2 stacks of sticky napalm up, you basically just have to back off because Slardar can run at you and crush, and then they're going to be able to dive you under tower. So I would be a little bit concerned at this point for Alliance. How do you think you would deal with something like that? Do you just need a super survivable safe lane like Juggernaut maybe, or?
Yeah, I agree. What you were saying, that Slardar and Batrider is going to be an off lane, probably such a strong lane. Maybe get the Nikes. Loda loves to play it, and it's a counter to Batrider. Plus you can't crush him. So that lane, Batrider, Slardar, they need to get level 2 fast. If they can't get it, it's going to be so-so. We'll have to see how that's going to work. There's the Darkseer and Ember combination. Navi had it 2 games ago. Yeah. It was really good until one point, then it just dropped.
10 seconds
right.
Well,
because they couldn't find those mid-game fights, but it's really a strong combo. So much damage coming out.
Yeah, and this is something too, just sort of general draft strategy wise, where there's only one hero that does what Darkseer does as far as helping Ember, but you can either go for the Juggernaut or the Lifestealer to help to deal with the lane that Team Liquid are throwing at you, or maybe even somebody else that we haven't considered fully yet. So yeah, taking that hero who's just going to enable them. Also, Pudge with Ion Shell on top of him is terrifying. That sounds like so much damage if he manages to hook somebody.
Yeah, alliance heroes are really good if you start chasing them. If you get to one pick off, then with Surge, Ember Spirit, Hook, you have so much to chase them. Team Liquid has one as well in Disruptor and Slardar with Glimpse and Sprint. It's probably gonna be a Ember Spirit mid lane because on tri lane with Pudge and Dazzle against Slardar Batrider, he doesn't work that good against Batrider.
Oh, and an anti-mage gets picked up. This is a hero that we haven't seen a whole heck of a lot of. I don't think that we've actually had a game from him in Star Ladder. Do you think he still has a place in this patch?
Yeah, we saw him at Dota Pit one game. Not sure who played it, but they won. OG played it, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty much after the 30-minute, he solo won the game.
So what is it about him that sort of made it so less people choose him, but they can still find value? Like what is it about this particular game or that game that made him so good?
Because he needs so much farm to become viable.
Okay.
And it's if you get power treads and let's say 15-16 minute middle battle fury, after that you still need some more time to get items. Aghanim Scepter works amazing on him. Maybe not this game. There's not much of a single target spells that he can redirect.
I guess if you
only Pudge.
If you used it on Pudge though, like that would just mean
Yeah.
that he would be channeling it, right? So
Yeah.
anti-mage would be channeling and probably still. I guess you could cancel it
No,
at that point.
it works that way that it's like a Lincoln Sphere plus Lotus Orb. You block it and you return to
Right.
original owner.
So what I was saying though is that like if you did that, then that would mean that Pudge, you would still be in place there while channeling it against Pudge.
No, you would.
You'd
get
be able to move.
dismembered. No, you would get dismembered as Pudge,
Okay, interesting.
and the anti-mage would move.
All right. Well, Omni Knight is going to be the pick now for Team Liquid as another strong element to this. So this is going to be a Batrider mid then, I'm assuming, or is this Miracle Anti-Mage?
It might be an anti-mage mid actually.
Yeah.
Against Ember Spirit, burn his mana. Hero is useless,
All right.
and you can't. I mean, anti-mage you can kill him with maybe searing chains, but I don't think it will work out. That hero can be actually made on anti-mage. I think it will be.
Well, this is certainly scoring up to be a very interesting draft. We've got Chaos Knight as the last pick. His second appearance. I haven't seen this hero anywhere. Nobody is picking Chaos Knight right now, pretty much, at least in the EU scene from what we've been watching at Star Ladder. And they end up taking him 2 games in a row. Obviously, last time was with Na'Vi, but it's going to be an interesting game. What are your predictions as far as how this is going to go?
Well, I think it's gonna go in favor of Team Liquid. They have more complex lineup, have decent early game. They have great mid and especially great late game in terms of Omni Knight plus Disruptor plus Anti-Mage and
Matu
Slardar.
Omni.
Second.
Matumbo Man is playing Omni Knight, and we've got Mind Control on Batrider.
Okay, they're swapping positions. It's gonna be Omni mid, judging by the items. Yes, it will. Poor Man's Shield plus 2 tangos. It's mid Omni. And Miracle. It's so cool when you have those versatile players that can play pretty much anything, swap the roles.
God. Yeah, and Alliance are going to be thrown for a bit of a loop here, I'd imagine. Guys, try it in your pubs. We got some Omni Knight mid action. It'll be great, I'm sure. No problems at all. Well, we've got Loda down here on the bottom side. He's going to be playing the Chaos Knight. This is a terrifying lane to me. Handskin pudging people forward, and the hooks, the rots, also the stun from Loda. There's some kill potential here.
Yeah, Pudge, really popular hero these days. got buffed through like what 6 patches.
Yeah. For me, one of the big ones was when he ended up getting the rot slow at a constant duration, regardless of level up. So that was pretty great for him. Oh, they're moving in to try and contest the rune. Loda stepping up to it, and Matumbaman is going to be forced back. Doesn't want to end up committing that first point for Repel to head in, and probably would have been a bad idea anyways. So Alliance end up taking 2 bounty runes there. Should get the third in short order.
Antimage is gonna have a fun time at the top. He's just gonna free farm, especially versus that Darkseer, who has no stout shield. Went for Iron Talon build.
Yeah. Do you like this choice?
No.
Okay, cool. All right.
Well, once they burn his mana, he's just trying to go here. He's gonna get some levels.
Yeah.
We'll try to go jungle later on if it doesn't work out well for him.
Do also have GH that can wrap around and try and do some damage to Limp. It might be a bit tough. They need to whittle him down over time here. Matumbaman trading hits and such, but I'm sure they'll have done the math and figure out what the right timing is. Maybe at Omni's level 3 when he has 2 points in Purification.
Well, I think he's just gonna go now, try to harass him a little.
Okay. Yeah, punch him in the dome. Why not? Make it happen. So,
Bottom lane, Batrider just forced to go to jungle. Can't stand on the lane against Pudge, Dazzle, CK.
oh, he's gonna lose all these stacks too. So no sticking. Oh man, that's a really tough one for mind control.
Yeah, this Batrider's gonna have a hard time this game.
Absolutely. Well,
He
Miracle.
won't be able to come to lane anytime soon.
This lane is so frustrating to play as for Jonas, and it looks like they are still going to be able to get a ton of denies. If I remember correctly, wasn't Miracles like one of the first heroes they really started playing like crazy? Was Anti-Mage? It was that and his Shadow Fiend, I think, right?
Yeah, I think it was.
Oh.
Well, GH just stealing the rune, trying to maybe predict the movement of Darkseer. If they go on him, he would probably Darkseer thinks I'm gonna go to the shrine.
Yeah.
Maybe try to go on him, but he wasn't that low. He's gonna try to steal a creep, and he will do it again.
Nice. Well, GHA now. You know, I'm going to mention this just real quickly. After the Liquid win the other day where they ran the Sniper and the OD, there was like there was a tweet by Matumbaman. He was just like, of just a bunch of 9K people is GH trying to get the courier. He's going to end up dying to the sprint. He is going to not get it. Oh,
nice.
First blood drawn by Jonas somehow. But he was tweeting about how is like, you know, they're just running around doing silly stuff as 9K people, and it was like, it feels like whenever Liquid are playing these games, they're having a lot of fun. They're experimenting. They feel like they're untouchable, and that's a cool place to be playing Dota 2 from.
Yeah, I agree on that one. If you're really confident and you have a good... Oh, nice hook.
Not so confident anymore. Repel, body blocks, maybe in some trouble. Once this wears
Someone's
off, they're going to be able to do it. Limp
It's a Slardar
making the play. Can they do it? The turnaround. Limp is going to end up going down to some. Matumbaman ends up falling. Somehow Limp is going to walk away from this one. GH always wants to die. No, he's going to end up falling too. First the Courier, now the Ember. It's all gone wrong for Liquid.
Wow. GH died twice.
Yo, all right. Handskin has been playing a great Pudge, by the way, too. Those 2 hooks through creeps both times.
Don't think the second one connected. The first one did. The second one I don't think did. Not sure.
Okay. Wow.
Well, Loda is having a good time bottom.
Yeah. I still am concerned though. Like, so what's the problem with CK when we're playing in these games? Like, what do you need to be concerned about or worried about? Is the hook in? Oh, nice little pick off there. All right, Handskin, nicely done.
Wow. For CK, he needs a lot of farm, and if you're playing from behind, that hero doesn't have farm potential. Like, he needs to hit 1 creep at a time. Doesn't have any spell that gives him a lot of GPM. So he needs to have other heroes doing good in other lanes, take some towers, and he needs to have a free farm, maybe even buy a Midas so he can compete with other heroes such as an anti-mage, for example.
So it's not a hero where you would necessarily want to go for like a fighting items and try and farm heroes. You
Yeah, you
really
can
have
go for
to.
fighting items if you want
Okay.
to end the game real quickly. But he needs something to transition into late game as well. He scales very well.
Right.
That's why.
We can see they're all setting up down here in the bottom lane. Top, there's some more shenanigans going on as Miracle is facing off against him, but they're all going to coalesce onto Loda. They glimpse him back in. Kuroki found him. Damage being dealt out. The 1 second stun, not enough. And if he's not careful, they're saving the stun from GH as well, which should be enough to be able to get the kill. Crush. Oh, they pull him back in. And it's not going to be enough there. It does look like Hanskin's still going to get ran down, running through the Firefly. EGM healing him up from the other side. And
Dazzle doesn't have a grave. Okay, he just left
there he
level 4.
goes. And they might be able to find a kill.
He'll try to suicide, yeah, but Dazzle's
looking okay for the moment. Loda jumps back in. He only gets another 1 second stun there. He only have one level. He has 3 points in it. And still getting the minimum stun duration. That's why they call him the Chaos Knight. So everybody
Black
gets
Knight.
out.
Well, it's either you get a lot of damage and less stun, or a lot of stun and less damage. That's how it works.
Right. So currently CS board looking pretty much all Alliance at this stage. I mean, at least the Batrider is really been hampered. That's the big takeaway here. You compare him to, both the Ember and the CK, and they've been having a great time so far as Darkseer is forced backing away.
That patch kill on Anti-Mage really changed a lot for them. If you look at the Anti-Mage farm, he's on pair with Chaos Knight, but look at the Darkseer. He's on top 1 as well, top 1, top 2,
Yeah.
constantly changing.
I'll pull back in. Kuroki gets the stun, is going to be able to get the kill. GH and Mind Control here trying to deal with them, but Limp is showing up as well. Chains connects onto one. Hook a little bit off the mark.
A little bit of misplay.
That's not what you want to see, but GH still going to be able to find that stun. Another really long duration one, and that is going to be another kill going back the way of Alliance. So, very contentious start to this one. About a 700 gold swing, and a lot of it going into that coffers of that CK. As bottom lane, more action. Mind Control hooked back in, and they find that kill too. Man, Alliance they've shown up to play.
Yeah, 7-1, they look strong this game. What I feel is teams that can play Pudge, I think those teams can pretty much beat anyone.
Yeah.
Like, just land few good hooks, and you're good to go.
Right. Limp, he's trying to man up against this. He needs to be really careful. If they get a good purification off, Limp is just gone. One of the nice parts about Omni Knight, obviously, is that pure damage. We'll get a rune as well. So next couple of minutes here, what are we going to be seeing from each of the teams? Is there anything that kind of stands out to you?
Disruptor needs to get level 6 so he can be efficient against Dazzle and that Ember Spirit. I think Liquid's just gonna take it slow. They don't have that much of any initiation or gank potential at the moment, so they're just gonna play it slow. And Alliance gonna be the ones who will be playing aggressively. Oh, look at the bottom lane. Pudge with speed and a missed hook, but still gonna die.
Yeah, nice little combo there they pulled together. And it was looking scary for a moment by Loda as he dropped down very low, but Hanskin's already been able to build up into this urn. So nice movement in, and I'll end up being okay off the end of it. This movement by Kuroki, I don't think that they can do much to Jonas. Like, Miracle has taken a ton of damage over time.
There's one TPing.
Right.
Now. Let's see.
This should be the kill. He does still have the Ion Shell on him, so they pull him back in into the crush, and
Anti-Mage's got ulti up, so he's gonna blow him.
oh, they dropped the wall, but it wasn't on top of Miracle's head. That might have been enough for the kill with 1 or 2 swipes, but he probably could have blinked away anyways.
Pudge looking to get that level 6, so they can kill that Omni Knight easily. They're gonna use the Shrine. Oh, it feels so good to use Shrine on like 3 or 4 people.
Oh yeah. Value. Value, value, value. Mind Control still heavily hampered, the second lowest net worth in the game below the Slardar, and it's feeling like he is just not going to get his Blink Dagger in time. This has been, by all accounts, a pretty disastrous laning phase for Liquid. 4,000 net worth into the favor of Alliance, and it's looked fairly easy too. I don't know if it's just the drafting or what exactly has changed.
It's a high. Their tri lane, Alliance's tri lane, has really high kill potential if you look at it from level 1 with just Rot or maybe even a hook if he wants to skill it, plus Dazzled, Poison Touch, plus CK. You can't stand on the lane against that. Oh, let's see what can happen.
They drop the ward. Limp there. Chains are there. The hook is going to follow, and there's the first dismember of the game used as they take him down. Matumba Man shows back up, so they don't have dismember to try and take him down as Flame Guard, or rather the Remnant away.
Yeah, Kuro being level 5, a bit under-leveled at 11 minutes, not getting level 6. He's gonna get it now. Or, no, he moved from the XP.
And they're actually thinking about going back in. Hanskin doesn't have enough mana to make this work right now, so I'm not exactly sure what their idea is outside of just using a hook after the stun. Maybe they can kill off Kuro at that point.
They're
for the
smoked.
tower deny?
They know they're denying a tower.
Oh god, no, they pull him back in. Kuro going to drop off of this one, and they still are TPing back into the tower. Crush onto
they still
Limp,
have a
and
shrine
they're
that
just
they
going to be able to
used
do this, doing a lot of damage, trying to find the kill. Disruptor, Dismember is going to kill
But there
off
are
that
only 2 of
Slardar.
them.
They pull back in Mind Control. He's gone too. So they lose Handskin, but they take down 3.
Really nice play from Alliance there. Use smoke. They saw tower was deniable, and then they decided to go in. Darkseer has a mech ready, which is gonna help them a lot in those pushes. They can dictate the tempo of the game right now.
Oh,
With Pudge being level 6, soon 7,
I just
and
noticed
that mech.
the EGM build as well. He's going for 4 points in Poison Touch. It's not often you see that. What do you think about that build?
Yeah, it's a viable build. A lot of people try to go with what other people do, but I like because it's stacked in a new patch. The 2 poison touches they stack, so 7 seconds cooldown, and the duration is 10 seconds. So you still get that extra 3 seconds plus Medallion of Courage. He's really fun. He's oh my god, he's 504.
Yeah, he's had himself a hell of a game. And here's the big thing. Eventually, level 25 talent, minus 6 second cooldown. There's the dream. But
Well, just throw those poison touches.
absolutely.
What it's one second cooldown poison touch,
Yeah.
so you can have 10 stacks of poison touch.
Oh,
Legit.
God. Well, this right here, they dropped the Static Storm. That was not the one they were hoping for. Jonas is just like, well, I got a shrine right here. What are you doing? Get away from me.
Oh, let's get back to 1 second poison touch.
Okay,
again.
all right. You want to talk about that some more?
Well, if you get the 100 cast range, maybe get Ether Lance.
Okay.
All right.
Just spamming it out like crazy. Why not? Oh. Well, that's some T-Tours right there. That is an Omni Knight dead in the middle lane. So a little bit off mark there for me as I was trying to check some settings. And it looks like Miracle is going to be able to get into that Battle Fury pretty shortly. Poison Touch, but it's just going to be annoying.
Well, you asked why Anti-Mage is not a popular pick these days. You see this hero has a hard time. They're gonna lose tier 1 towers, maybe even tier 2 towers until Anti-Mage comes into the game. And even that, if he comes in, makes a mistake.
Oh, and Mind Control down bottom. They just surged forward, Handskin, and they find another kill. Killing spree for him. This is just domination.
Pure domination, 15-2. This Omni Knight mid is not really paying off. 0-2-0.
Yeah.
Well, they only have 2 kills, so
I mean, it was decent in the laning stage, though, right?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Tough one indeed.
Oh, Liquid is far behind, but
Oh
nice
my
hook.
god. All right, G gonna get ran down here. They have the wall. Vacuum onto 3 of them. Static Storm again only catches one, and it's Jonas, and it really hasn't even caught him. Loda takes down Miracle as well down here in the bottom lane while all that action was happening. So not only do you not win the fight without their carry there, you also end up losing your own carry. Just a dumpster fire of a game right now for Liquid.
Yeah, plus you're gonna lose the tower and your wall is dropped. I mean, Static Storm is dropped. Oh, that hook. Not a good timing for it. Hey, it's easy to set up hooks with searing chains, and then just hooking right after that. They should just stick to it.
I mean, you know, I almost feel like you can't completely blame Liquid for this as far as performance-wise. Like, the draft was a little bit off the mark. Maybe the CK pick they weren't expecting as hard of a, you know, heavy hitter in the laning stage as they saw, but I think
it's not about. This is not about CK. CK is
okay.
free farming.
I'm trying to get him off the hook here, man. Look, I was doing my best.
This is all CK. No, CK will come in later in the game, but it's Darkseer plus Pudge and some good Dazzle plays on top of Ember Spirit as well. If you check the scores, you'll see 604 Dazzle, 107 Ember Spirit. It tells a lot.
Yeah.
Score doesn't mean anything, but if you only have 2 kills, well then it's a different story.
Yeah.
16-minute Battle Fury. Still decent timing.
Yeah. I mean, the problem is it would be a lot better if it wasn't for all the deaths that have been going on his team, and he's 1-3-0. But we'll be able to get that tier 1 tower. There's going to also be another one taken by Liquid. So maybe you end up looking at this situation. If they can somehow hold on for another, 15, 20 minutes, the game does start to change. As the hook pulls back in onto GH, he's gonzo. And they take
really
the
nice
tower.
play from Pudge all game long, hitting those hooks. What you said is true. If they can drag it for 10-15 minutes and the anti-mage gets some items, they can still win the game.
Yeah.
Batrider is getting close to his Blink Dagger.
Never give up, never surrender. It's the way of life. Guardian Greaves, though, on Jonas, and taking a look at some of these other items, the Lotus CK. I don't know if I've seen a CK win a game of Dota 2 in a long time, but he's certainly well on his way to do it. Is there any other sort of big pickup for him that you really like? Is it, I mean, Echo Saber seems to be the call.
He's going for Echo Saber, but I don't know if it's a right pickup for him. He can always go for Manta. BKB here, it's optional. Maybe he can even consider going for a Diffusal Blade for that. Oh, never mind. My bad. You can't purge.
Oh, yeah.
Repel anymore. Just out, so it's pretty useless. Well, classic tank up build with heart later on.
You know, I gotta say that at least for the moment, Miracle has been able to catch back up in terms of net worth. He's on even standing right now. Yeah, like this is what you are expecting to see, but not far as ahead as you would like.
That's why I said the CK needs Hand of Midas.
Another hook. Handskin has just been a terror in these games, and now the TP is starting to show up. They are going to be able to break the TP of Matumba Man. No repel used, and is going to end up paying the price for it. They're going to be able to glimpse away one, but the chase continues. GH down. Kuro going to be able to walk away, at least for the moment. Wait, was he? Did he get the vacuum back? No, he didn't. But they take down Omni nonetheless. And over here to the side, the chase could have continued there.
Pudge deeping bottom. Let's see if they can kill Anti-Mage. Oh, he knows they have a vision on him.
Yeah. Oh.
Ether lands on Pudge, getting, let's say, close to his Blink Dagger.
Yeah, this is This is all going Alliance right now, and we're getting dangerously close to a meme as well with the score screen.
Still 2 kills only on Team Liquid. Yeah, you see, the talent trees on Chaos Knight are really good. You can. It depends what you want to build. We saw Chaos Knight with Helm of the Dominator. Then he, instead of 7th int, he goes for 15 attack speed. If he skips that, he goes for 7 int so that he doesn't lack mana, which he gets from Helm of the Dominator. Same stats, 6+6+7. So it's really cool.
I love these types of builds. I notice it a lot on Weaver as well, where it's, you know, you can either go for survivability through your talents, or you can go through survivability through items with something like a Lincoln's, and then just build straight damage items if you go through it through your talents. So I like the way that a lot of these talents have been implemented.
Yeah, it brings so much to the table. You don't need to get a certain item, but you can get a talent tree instead of that.
Yeah. Well, it does not feel right now like Liquid want to fight. I am.
Yeah,
I'm
they
going
just want to.
They're backing the hell away.
Yeah, they
Oh,
just want to dodge it as much as they can.
top lane though, they've caught Miracle. Oh, that creep!
Oh,
The
that
value creep. They throw down the static sword. Actually, they might be able to turn back around into this. Handskin taking some damage. They throw it out. They are going to be able to get that kill. And there's going to be Ember jumping
nice
back
play from
in.
Link.
Lip making the plays happen. He has the Ion Shell on top of him, and well, GH trying to crush away. They're going to be able to glimpse Limp back, but they do still find that kill. Matumba on the other side. Nice juke by GH, but they are still going to chase. He is very low and no TP for him currently. We'll see if they can cut him off. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. Limp as a master was quite a display.
Anti-mage close to his Manta style. I think that can change the fight. He just needs repel.
Yeah, like hypothetically, they can kill these people. It's something that's
Hypothetically, yes, but
Yeah. Nuts.
somehow they're not managing to do it.
It's very tough. Very, very tough right now.
606 Dazzle with 1 level Grave and Solar Crest. It's not what you see every day.
Well, that's that's a hero and a half. And Alcuro has Static Storm back up. You start putting this together with the Manta style of Miracle and a big mana void. There's potential there, albeit pretty hard. Just another Ion Shell there on Handskin.
Dazzle trying to put a ward in their base. It's gonna mean a lot for them. +1 sentry, so Pudge can hook people out.
AM doesn't have a TP that's off cooldown for a little while now, so the rest of them are going to kind of come back in waves. This is making what is already going to be a very tough defense even more.
They don't have a
clunky.
vision on that Pudge. They don't see where he is at.
Now, there's the hook. Ooh, just off the mark. Matumba Man not able to find it. Now they do have a better idea. They place down one of these wards. Mind Control could go for the
they're gonna
lift
go.
up. Thinking about making it happen. Miracle is here as well. They pull back in Handskin. No 4-step. Oh, and
nice
he's not
reaction
there.
from Lim.
He is still going to be able to go up. They drop the Static Storm onto 3. Is it going to be enough there? The Vacuum Wall, though, also going to be able to turn it back around. They pop the Shrines, trying to stay alive, and doing a lot of damage. GH, another good crush. They also get off the Omni ulti, and Loda pops his ultimate. It's
No one dying still.
It's-
Still 0 deaths.
I feel like this is going to end up favoring Alliance again at the end, because all of those big ultis were integral for them to be able to find the kill.
Yeah, everything was dropped, even Guardian Angel, Static Storm. Yeah, they're just gonna take the Rexes.
A hook.
Oh,
Good dodge away. The crush connects onto Loda, and they jump with Miracle onto the back line with the repel there, trying to see if they can find a pick-off, but Handskin found the real one, and GH, not long for this world. Loda is going to end up dropping.
Oh, he died.
That's going to end up being a pretty rough kill. So they trade off the carries 1 for 1, but Aegis, pretty
He has
good.
he has a buyback ready. He's not gonna do it. I think they're just gonna leave this Rex to fall. It's not gonna make any difference.
Chains going out. They do have the glimpse back, just trying to create any separation possible. Good blink awake by GH, but feels very tough for them to get anything done. They also dropped the Urn Charge on top of GH, so we can't blink and chase. So Alliance making it work for themselves, and now they drop the weave down. EGM throws the Poison Touch onto GH. He's going to be stunned in a second here as well. Loda is not going to take nearly enough damage. Now Handskin chases after Mind Control, and this should be a kill. The hook is available. Actually, no, he's out of mana for it, but still Mind Control dead.
Yeah, his last few hooks were not on point. He was either creeps or his teammates, but still they're managing to win the fights. Even GH died to Limp.
Yeah. This is pretty messy now for Team Liquid. 20,000 net worth and almost 15,000 experience into the lead for Alliance. All the hopes and dreams left on Miracle. It is only one lane of Rax, and there is no Aegis now either.
A subtle burn.
Oh my god. Does Hanskin know? Are they really going to do this?
Oh, he used Rot, can't blink. Let's see. Yeah, they saw him.
God.
Triple Remnant.
Miracle able to blink out and away.
Styled out.
All right, that was very close to disaster, and they managed to escape. But it is still a heart now on Chaos Knight, and I find it hard to imagine how you stop them in this next round of items coming up on online for Alliance.
CK is so farmed. Even he has more net worth than Anti-Mage, which is really rare to see, considering that he doesn't have any farm ability.
Not even at that level 20 yet with the plus 120 gold per minute. But take a look at maybe some of these talents. There's not a lot that's outside of the norm, it looks like. Everybody is taking the...
Just pretty much normal stuff.
Lincoln Sphere, was that what I heard?
Yeah, for Ember Spirit.
Okay. I can place that down onto Loda as he stands for high ground. Not able to find any chains. They have the weave down. AM still farming away, trying to get himself into some semblance of relevancy. As Loda beats away at this tower. Static Storm, integral to their plans to defend the base. Honestly, Kroki should just glimpse the illusions, get some farm for himself. Although I guess that they're going to need that for the fight.
Yeah, get that 10 gold, 15 gold. Well, at least it's something, huh?
Yeah. The plus side to this is that if Alliance do happen to fight when Ember Spirit comes back in for the Remnant, they could glimpse him back out to the other side of the map, and that might be a game-changing moment.
Might be. CK building that BKB tank is gonna tank up even more. They're just gonna go for the next set of racks. Try to land a hook, go slowly.
Yeah. Latumba has the blink too, so he's not going to try and put himself into harm's way at all. And Hanskin just waiting for that opening. Eventually it comes out. Also, no ward at this point. They pull back in their creep.
I'm surprised Anti-Mage is standing in the base instead of trying to push the mid lane. Well, it's hard against Ember Spirit with Boots of Travel. You can just clear it and come back.
Yeah.
But still, he shouldn't be in the base.
So, Loda... I mean, it almost feels as if they're just going to wait for that next round of Roche or slowly beat away.
Phantasm, it's a level 3 right now. Plus, he might get lucky this time, get an extra one.
If Hanskin finds a hook onto one of these key targets, all bets are off for Liquid. They pull him back in. Loda, if they can somehow... there's no way to kill this guy. They are going to actually hook back in Limp, so not going to catch on to Kuro. The Static Storm is down as well, so a lot of damage being dealt.
Down.
They get the Vacuum Wall back onto 3, but still a lot of damage being dealt out, and they also have the Guardian Angel.
Still catch ultimate.
Oh, they haven't been able to catch up to him, though, and the Lincoln's popped because the Ember put it on him. Chasing down Jonas is Miracle, who's outside of the base right now and nobody else around. They're still backing out. They do not want to end up dropping here as the jump forward crush. GH. Yeah, he's just going to drop there. So they lose their Slardar and now pull back in Matumba Man. Purification, but it's too much damage coming in from Loda. He finally pops off the ulti. And the buyback.
The extra illusion. Lucky 50.
This is tough.
5 CKs hitting your base. I think the Rexes are down for them. This is going to switch to mid now.
This is so tough. And Limp is just running at him. Again, a vacuum into 2. Kuroki, he'll get the catch, but they're not able to hook him back in.
Yeah, look at the damage coming out from CK. Just amazing.
Yeah, this has been a really tough game for Liquid as shrines are popped and just trying to hold on right now. There isn't much that they can do. They have found Miracle back by the secret shop, who's trying to finish off the rest of his items and being slowed by the poison touch. It is going to get the stun, the crush, but it might make enough space for Miracle to get out. He gets his evasion. They're hanging on. He's got a butterfly. Maybe this is the item that will turn it all back around.
He got him.
Oh, man. So
1 melee Rex to go.
Matumba Man.
Full HP, 4,000.
They get the Dismember. Static Storm down onto 2. Miracle still held in place. They break
so
the Lincolns here. It's just they're not doing anything. There's no damage being dealt right now. And Miracle pulled back in. He's going to do some damage to himself as well with those illusions. End up finding that hook. Kuroki gone. Miracle gone. Everybody dead.
Yeah,
Alliance will end up winning.
Wow. Really nice game coming out from Alliance. I'm surprised they managed to beat them 33-3. All right. Really nice performance by all of them, actually.
It was a tough showing. I wasn't fully expecting a 1-1, but kind of an interesting result. The 2 games, would you say that was sort of indicative of their relative skill levels, or do you think that there was maybe just like an outdrafting in the both games, or what was your read on it?
Well, Liquid placing mid Omni Knight, that's not what you see every day. He does good in laning phase. He's mobile. He needs some time to kick in. Same goes for Anti-Mage. These 2 heroes are so static. They shut down Anti-Mage pretty hard, even though he had a 15-minute Battle Fury. They didn't manage to find any kills. They got so big on Alliance heroes with that mech and hooks and the veil and everything.
Yeah, it's tough.
I think it's outdrafting the second game and swapping the mid and the carry player and the heroes that they were playing, actually.
Yeah, Liquid proving that you can't just run whatever you want. You got to kind of stick at least somewhat to the meta. It was a little bit nutso there. They had Slardar, but that was about all that they had.
They line a bit.
A little bit. Well, thank you guys again so much for watching. That's our final game for today. There's more great Dota 2 action that is soon to come up from the NA region, which we all love so much. It's good. It's good stuff. I love NA Dota. I actually love all regions. It's sort of like their own little spice, You like some paprika, that's NA Dota. You like some sage, that's EU. I'm not going to take this analogy any further.
Like some salt, that's NA Dota right there.
There you go.
So salty.
Good. That's well played. Let's take a look real quick at the standings as well. These are not fully updated.
They'll call NA Dota spicy. Okay. All this paprika, all this salt.
I like that. Here you guys can see Liquid top of the group. I do believe that this actually looks like it might be updated. So keep your eyes on it. Alliance set currently in 3rd, but also a lot of these games haven't fully been played out yet. So a lot left to determine. There are 2 spots that move on to the LAN finals. Any thoughts real quickly about the teams that are in this qualifiers? You got a chance to watch some of their Dota. It's Liquid, Cloud9, Alliance, Adfinum, Vega, Horde, Navi, and Secret. Do you have a favorite or 2 favorites coming out?
Yeah, one of them is Liquid for sure, and the other one, I think Secret is an underdog.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can do really good, but I'm not sure that they're ready yet. As goes for Cloud9, Sorry, that wasn't intentional. Really, it wasn't. It's just
No
it's
problem. It's
how
fine.
everyone it's how everyone calls it. So
Yeah.
well, the old team was Cloud9. These guys
Cloud9.
are not clowns. I don't think they're ready yet for these top teams. They're proven to be so good, and I like the team. It's like an Ed Finham,
Mm.
but a bit. Ed
A
Finham is
year
a bit
ago.
stronger team. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But as for the best teams, I would go for is Liquid and Ed Finham here. Even though I think Secret is an underdog, they can upset anyone.
All right. Well, ladies and gents, be sure to tune in tomorrow. It's going to be an all alliance affair where it's Secret versus Alliance, Vega versus Alliance, and then, of course, the one, the only Navi versus Alliance. So be sure to have the chat full of just people yelling at each other because that's how that happens. I'm excited. It's going to be some great games. Again, myself, Lyrical Dota, as well as Lacoste, the co-caster today. Thank you for tuning in. This is the first cast in a while. It was also our first time we met. We introduced ourselves to each other 20 minutes before the broadcast, and it was pretty
Yeah, I think we
awesome. I had a
did.
good time.
I think we did pretty well. We got each other's back.
Absolutely.
There's some chemistry going on, but
I just
we're
want
not
to.
gonna talk about it. I know you have a man crush on me for a long time.
I want to hold your hand, but I'm worried that my wife will be upset. Anyways, we'll leave that at that. Thank you guys again for tuning in. Any final
All
words
right.
from you?
Yeah, I enjoyed doing it, and I hope soon, maybe even tomorrow. Who knows?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, stay tuned, everybody.
Absolutely.
We'll see you guys tomorrow for more great Dota 2 action. Adios.
E-gaming bets